Hey all, Tom and Weller here from forexreviews.info. First of all, I'd just like to say thanks for adding your name and email on the previous page. I'm the owner of this site, and one of the things I love to do in life, other than writing, is I love to trade as well. I see it as a part-time thing. I've been doing it now for a bit over 2 years, so that's a little bit of my background in Forex. I know that's not that long. I know there's a lot of traders out there that have been doing it for maybe 10, 15 plus odd years. I was one of those lucky people, I think, when I first got involved into Forex. I'll just tell you a bit about my experience with trading, and then I'll show you some stuff on the charts as well. And but yeah, thanks again for adding your email. Do not forget to confirm your email so that you can receive all my other videos that are coming up, that will be sent to your email box as well. Other videos I'll go over is understanding the charts, price action, psychology of the market, and basically loads more. Like, I'm not going to stop here, but these are the ones that will help you get more profitable in Forex. Also got a video I'll be sending you about how to get more than 100 pips per trade. And as a bonus, as I said, I'll share with you this secret Forex trading strategy I use. It's called I call the secret double tap, and it's probably one of the most successful forms of Forex trading I've ever used. It's been mentioned on numerous forums before, and I just wanted to, and I'll share it with you. I haven't shared it with many people, and it's one of the ways I use to pull massive amounts of profit out of the market with very, very little risk, very high probability form of trading. Anyway, to get that video in a moment, just wait until this video finishes. To get that video, all you have to do is like below this video. As you'll see, there'll be a like button, like on Facebook, and the link will appear to be able to watch my bonus video called the secret double tap trading technique. Okay, so a little bit about myself and why it's a good thing that you decide to add your email here. Well, let me tell you my story. I won't try and say too long. By the way, I'm 32 years old. First thing I learnt in trading is, well, at first it was really, really easy. This is the truth. This is my story. My trading story was the first 2 to 3 weeks I was actually pulling, even though I was dealing with micro accounts of just 10 cents per pip, I was pulling around $15 to $20 a day in micro accounts, which was about 10 to 15 really good trades, and I was doing that every day. And my simple strategy was I hadn't listened to anyone. I didn't listen to the news. I didn't do anything. I was only trading the Australian US. So what I was doing is I was just waiting for, on the 5-minute chart or the 1-minute chart, mostly the 1-minute chart too, by the way, so this was pretty crazy. I was just waiting for two, if we got a red line of arrow candles going down, I'd wait for, about two green candles in order to buy, and I called the second candle the confirmation candle. And I don't know how I came up with that idea. It just sort of came to my head. I'm looking for the pattern up, down, up, down, up, down on the 1-minute or 5-minute chart. And yeah, I used to pull in about $15 to $20 a day. Well, until I was misled. I started looking at the media. If you haven't watched my other video on media yet, I'll share that with you in a future email, people. And that's something that is really important, that you shouldn't really use the media in any form of trading. Okay, so basically I got misled into thinking that I can make my trading even better by using indicators such as stochastic. Stochastic was actually one of my favorite. I did try using the MACD. Yeah, some people like that one. Personally, the stochastic and the MACD, to me, they're not much different, So, but they're both oscillators. And what I found is when I started relying on indicators, that's when my probability of winning really went downhill. I started realizing I was only winning about 50% of the time. Now the problem was I was holding on to the trades that I wasn't winning and then putting a massive stop on them. But the problem is I wasn't really selling or buying in good areas. I was just sort of randomly selling and buying on the 1 and 5 minute charts. And if you've been trading for a while, you'll know that if you sell and buy in these sort of areas, it can be very dangerous. Okay, so basically what happened there is I started focusing on fundamentals and indicators, and yeah, my trading went downhill real fast. And so luckily for me, I just kept reading forums, talking to really good traders, and I came across this forum, on Forex Factory actually. I've forgotten the name of the forum, but it doesn't really matter. It was a forum focused on a form of trading called naked trading, and what they mean by naked trading is that there just was no indicators. You use no indicators, and I came across that 6 months into my trading, and after I just kept breaking even. In fact, I was even losing more money than I was making. This is my first 6 months of trading. I'd actually dedicated everything. Because I run internet, my main focus of earnings in my life at the moment is internet business. It always has been. And so when I came into to Forex, that was a really good thing. I really think that if you really want to learn Forex, I really think you need to delve into it and say, hey, I'm going to dedicate the next few months. I'm going to learn the right information. That's so key, right? There is so much crap out there. And that's all I'm going to share here with you guys is the simple truth of trading, in that's price action and understanding how to trade the high time frames and minimizing risk. And once you focus on all those aspects, you can go from basic trading, which is the basic trading that everyone thinks is basic, into a full-time income. So how did everything change? Well, I got introduced to this form of trading called naked trading. There's basically no indicators on the chart, nothing. So I'll just show you a chart as an example of what I mean by naked trading. I'll just open up the charts now. Okay, here we come. Okay, so here's a perfect example of what I call naked trading. This is the daily chart of the Australia-US. As you can see, I've got arrows here pointing to significant areas on the chart. And naked trading is basically, see, there's no indicators. You don't need this. I'll remove that. Okay, so there's no indicators on the chart. The reason that indicators make it not so good, or you shouldn't rely on indicators for entry, is because they're always lagging. They're always following price. Price will tell you exactly what's going to happen straight away. As an example, I'll show to you guys in future videos, guys and girls, I'll show to you in future videos how to enter on these sort of trades, how to get the most profit, how to risk the littlest. As an example, I'll just show you this one really quickly. This is what is referred to a bearish pin bar. Now I'm going to go into this in really big detail in future videos, because you really need to see lots of examples. For some reason, it's one of those things that takes a little bit of a knack. It's easy for me to show you here and you might think you have it, but there's a little bit of a knack to it. Okay, so here's a bearish pin bar, alright, on the Australian around the top, around 105.80. It formed and it went all the way down to 105.20 area, 105.30 area, and after that is a really good entry, right, for a sell, a bearish pin bar. And if you know how to trade this way, then that's great. The difference might be if you're not profitable, that you're trading on the two lower time frames, or that you're simply not entering after the candle. That's a very big important one, because you don't want to enter if the market's not going in the direction it's going in, and also possibly where you're putting your stop. Either you're risking too much or you're risking too little, and that depends on how much you're risking as well. If you're risking less than 1%, which is a very small amount, then having a bigger stop loss is not such a big deal. If you're risking high amounts, then you need to risk less in order to have a good risk reward. Okay, that's another video though. So basically put, I got introduced to this, and I met a trader named Niall Fuller. You know, he's got his own website. You know, he's a great trader, and he uses price action alone. So I got a lot of ideas from him, and then later on I met an even better trader, well, what I consider, you know, an even better trader, which is a guy named Walter Peters. He's another Australian trader, and he's another trader that focuses on price action. Now, his trading technique, I'd already known about this technique. I was basically looking for other good traders that were doing naked forex, and then there are a lot of them. And a lot of them, and the majority of them are very, very profitable. This is what I found out pretty quickly. These guys are very humble, very, very profitable traders, and so I figured, you know, if I'm going to copy the best traders, and the best traders are saying do price action only, am I going to listen to some trader on, you know, Daily FX or somewhere like that who's saying, oh, the stock is overbought or the RSA is weak or whatever, and gets it wrong 50% of the time? Which one am I going to listen to? These guys have really big influence on some of these big sites like Daily FX. There's a massive list of mega sites where people listen to their point of view, and they rely on indicators. And I'm not saying indicators don't work to a certain degree, it's just that you should never rely on them for trade entries. So, yeah, back to my point. Basically, after, you know, watching his trades and reading, you know, I read a book, the Art of Candlesticks, and oh, that was amazing. I'll refer you to that book as well. I'll show you that book. You can buy it on Amazon, or you can probably even download it for free. It was, you know, it really showed me a lot. And yeah, getting to understand candlesticks, because candlesticks show you the sentiment of the market. So once you understand the sentiment of the market, that's it. You're just making money. All you need to do is just open the trade when the candles show you the right direction. Look at great support and resistance areas, and I'll go into that. I've got another video on that I'm going to share with you, everyone. If you know support and resistance already, maybe it'll still help, because maybe you're putting your support and resistance in the in-between zones, and that's what I'll go over. Is you don't really want to focus on the in-between zones. As you can see here, I've got the daily chart here on the Australia US. I'll just show you this really quickly, and you can see I've just got the support resistance at 105.70, 104.50, 103, just above 103, and the next one is at 101.56. A lot of people have all these little support and resistances in between, and to me they're just little tiny candlestick movements. Right, they're not really support and resistances. These are areas which have bounced significantly on the daily chart, and that is the key. One of the biggest keys in Forex is people focus on the two lower time frames. The brokers promote it. Actually, many traders promote it. Oh, I just like to trade the 1 minute, the 5 minute. Yeah, that's fine, but you've got to realize that once you trade on the lower time frames, your probability goes out the window. So if you're going to trade on the lower time frames, you have to use smaller stop losses, and with smaller stop losses you're going to have smaller profits too. So it depends on what sort of trade, and that's the brilliant with what I'm going to reveal to you in the next couple of, you know, emails and videos, is it doesn't really matter what time frame you use, as long as your trading aligns with that time frame. I would recommend, if you're not profitable in trading, that you really do just trade off the H4 daily or weekly time frames, and that's it. And basically that's how you can turn basic trading into a full-time income, is you've got to get rid of all the preconceived ideas of what brokers want you to trade on the 5 minute. Why do they want you to trade on the 5 minute or the 1 minute? Because they want you to lose most of the time, or they want you to break even. That is the simple truth there. You can't see major trends. You can't see major resistances or supports. Now you take a trader that trades off the 4 hour or the daily or the weekly, and they might be doing one or two trades a week. That's not beneficial to the broker. Even though that one trade or two trades a week might make 10 times more than the person. This is interesting, you know, like I've met so many really good traders, right? I've met really good traders that, you know, they'll do like 100 trades in 1 week. But I'll do like 1 or 2 trades in that 1 week alone, and I'll take my time finding those trades, and those 1 or 2 trades will make more pips, because that's really what it's about, will make more pips than their total of 100 trades, making what, 5 to 10 pips each. So you've got to think of time perspective as well. I mean, what would you prefer? 1 or 2 trades making 100 to 150 pips, or 100 trades making around 5 to 6 pips? To me, the risk involved with scalping and stuff like that, even though it's a cool thing to do sometimes, if you really want to become a profitable trader and a full-time trader, you've really got to think long term with patience, and that will create consistency. And so, yeah, basically to summarize this video, this is just about, what I want to give you here is just a little understanding of, how you can go from basic trading to full-time trading. The only difference is there's a lot of things you got to get out, and those differences are between a successful trader and non-successful trader is partly mindset as well. A successful trader will always be patient. A successful trader will not get upset when they lose a trade. A successful trader will always make more wins than losses. And even if you win only 50%, my success rate's about 65 to 70%. Even if you only win about 50%, if your wins, like say as an example, say you only win 50%, so you have 2 losses, 50 pips each, right, on 2 trades. Then the 2 wins, let's say they're double the loss, so that's 100 pips each. That's 200 pips there to 100 pips loss. So you're still making 100 pips. And this is what a lot of the most successful traders know, is that trading is really not that hard. You've just got to realize that this is a probability business. Once you realize Forex is a probability business, and you can see that you're going to lose a certain amount, like say if you did 4 trades and you lose 1 in every 4, if you know you're going to lose 1 in 4, or even 1 in 2, as long as your win is more, you're making money, right? So why? The thing is, the psychology of the human brain is so significant here. We are so scared of loss that it makes it difficult to make millions in Forex. So that's where I'm going to break this down. In a future video, I'm going to go over the psychology of the market, because really, that is one of the key elements here, is dealing with loss. It's okay to lose. It's alright, because I'm going to show you how to win more than lose. And that's the key here. So thinking and going from a basic trader who's just breaking even to a full-time trader is changing your thought patterns about losing, probability, and that understanding. And each of them are different videos I'm going to share with you as well, like about the psychology of the market. I'm going to do that in a separate video because it's just so big. Right now at the moment, I really just wanted to share a little bit about myself, and give you a couple of tips as well, because this is a welcome video. So I'm just going to give you a little bit more on me and why it's a good thing that you added your name and email. Like I said, I'm just going to give you the good tips, focusing on naked Forex. Let me tell you that after I discovered naked Forex, and I discovered it 6 months after trading, so I was very, very lucky. But I did go through a lot of losses before then. Now, interestingly enough, when I got shown this naked Forex technique of not using indicators, it just means no indicators, by the way, naked Forex, if you're wondering. When I got shown this technique, I still wanted to have the indicators there on the charts. So I did. And every time I focused on them, I found out something really interesting. I would still keep breaking even. So, me and she was my girlfriend at the time, she's my wife now. Me and my wife, I went through a plan of just, okay, I'm just going to do the price action. I want to see the results of this. And then, I had my first, winning streak of 5 trades in a row of over 100 pips per trade. And I was like, wow, that's amazing, you know. And that was on the New Zealand US. I just kept selling at this one spot, you know, kept pin barring, and I'd keep selling, and it'd just go down 100 pips and come back up, and pin bar, and then I'd drop back down. And this is all on the 4 hour and daily. Sometimes I drop down to the 1 hour, still guilty of that. Although I tell you, you know, I don't like to drop below the 4 hour anymore. So anyway, you know, after doing that 4 or 5 times in a row, I thought, wow, I've got the secret. This is perfect. Rah-de-rah-de-rah. You know, I'm going to make millions. But, you know, like, that's what happens when you're on a winning streak. You know, I got a losing streak after that, and it was okay. I didn't wipe out all my profits, but the lesson I learned here was that not all the trades are going to be winners. And the one thing I hadn't learned was to cut my losses early when they're not. And so basically, luckily for me, I was risking very little amount of money, so I held on, and you know, a few weeks later, all these trades went into profit anyway. But the point of what I'm trying to say is this: when you're trading, to go from a basic trader into a full-time trader, it's partly about mindset and knowing the right sort of execution. What you think is going on in the market, a lot of the time, when you're quite new to trading, is not so much what's really in reality. 75% to 85%, 75 to 80% of all trading is moved by technicals alone, meaning pin bars, and pin bars, the greatest way of discovering sentiment in the market. I mean, you see a pin bar, you should be seeing money. That's really what you should see. Especially, but the thing is with pin bars, you've got to make sure they're at support or resistance, and I'm going to reveal that in the video as well on the support and resistance. If you haven't seen some of my previous videos as well, you might have already seen that, but I'm going to give you an even better video. I'm going to show you even better tips. I'm even going to show you trades, how they work, how they can work on the lower time frames or the higher time frames. I'm going to show you everything, because it's the same with candlesticks. No matter how you trade them, candlesticks, support and resistance, they work time and time again. So, and the people that discovered candlesticks, they're some of the wealthiest people in the world apparently. So there's no point in focusing on all these other trading styles that brokers and marketers are promoting, because seriously, I don't know if you know this, but around 90% of all traders break even or fail in trading. And let me guess, let's put these numbers in perspective. Would you think that around 90% of all traders use indicators? If your answer to that is, yeah, I think so, well, you're probably right. There is a correlation. There is also a correlation to how many people rely on the news. The news is pretty useless if you ask me. And how many people rely on the media. Yeah, that also increases loss in Forex. And how many people ignore technicals. Oh, let's buy at the top and let's sell at the bottom. Whoa, okay. This is one of, if you haven't done back testing before, and you are the sort of person that buys the tops of the daily or bottoms of, and sells at the bottoms of the daily, then these videos are really going to help you. So like I said, I got lucky there, and you know what happened? After about 3 or 4 months of me following this naked Forex technique, this is about a year after me learning trading, but you know what, I dedicated my life to trading pretty much. Well, not dedicated it, I did it part-time. Like I did my internet businesses, and then the rest of my time I had, like, I could read and watch videos for 4 or 5 hours straight. And I used to watch ridiculous things, stochastic macrosses, everything, and they're all crap until I came across price action. So basically put, after about a year of trading and I'd now been introduced to naked trading, I finally realized after looking at my accounts that they were profitable. Pretty much every single one of my Forex accounts were beyond, and I'd lost money, beyond break even, and now we're in the profitable zone. In fact, I realized when I looked over all my last, 500-600 trades, my success ratio was about 65 to 70%. It really blew me out, and this was all price action alone. And even during those times, sometimes I fell for trading off the 1 hour or even lower, and I could see that they were the ones that were pushing down the performance. So this is it in a nutshell. I'm going to show you, how to do naked trading, how to be consistently profitable, and how you too can turn this into an income if you so like. I mean, if you do not want Forex to be an income in your life, and you're just trying to find out about Forex, maybe you just want to learn it part-time, that is something you can do here as well. But if you really want to learn Forex really, really well and really have it as a strong income in your portfolio, then I highly recommend sitting down, watching all these videos, and maybe watching them a couple of times too, because this seriously is like over a year worth of my learning curve here. I've read books, I've watched videos, I've listened to so many Forex gurus. I've seen all the pitfalls in Forex, pretty much 90% of them. I mean, I don't think I haven't seen anything that isn't that can't happen. I've seen successful traders go under. I've seen unsuccessful traders become really good. And like I said, I've gone from break even to now I'm consistently profitable. All my accounts, all my Forex accounts are consistently profitable. And that's all you need to know, really, is that you're watching videos from a guy who's been trading for a couple of years now, a bit over 2 years now, and his accounts are consistently profitable. And you know what? I don't have this fear inside me like, oh, I'm going to wipe my account out. I never allow my account to be wiped out because I have a special type of money management technique, and I can either use hedging in this money management technique, or I can use tight stop losses, and they both work brilliantly, and I'll reveal them to you in future videos as well. So right now, what I need you to do is, for you to get these future videos, is I really need you to go into your email, find your welcome email from me. It'll just be like, just confirm your email so you can receive future emails from me, and the video will be from forexreviews.info, so just confirm that, and then within a few minutes you'll receive another email with a video and some information about Forex, and we can get you started here. You go through the learning curve of these series of videos that I'm going to show you. And also, I really highly recommend as well liking me on Facebook below, and I'll show you this bonus price action trading technique I call the secret double tap. And I never hear anyone else talking about it. I discovered this myself. This is my own trading strategy that I found that works time and time again, and so I've got a whole video on that as well. I think you're going to love it. I think it's really going to improve your trading style. And yeah, I want everyone I know, I want to help everyone I know to be able to make some decent money in Forex. It's about time. Let's stop, I'll try and help you stop listening to the hype, and let's start making some money together. Let me show you how to make some money. Let me show you how to get over 100 pips per trade. Okay, well, thanks for listening, everyone, and I'll see you on the other side. Yeah, just confirm your email, and I'll speak to you again soon. Okay, thanks again. Bye.